Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Ghost to Ghost. How are you all in the chat? I'll let it fill up. First I need to do a quick advert for Tinfoil Cap Co., our new sponsors of the show. I'd just like to say that their tinfoils are really good, made high quality tinfoil caps. They keep the old radio waves from melting your brain, so please visit their store. Tonight's guests is Indrina. She's not here, she's away chasing after her wedding. We've got Scott and we've got Sarah playing with her cat.
Always.
Welcome, on you go. We'll talk about it.
Evening, folks. Hope you're all good and well and enjoying. Well, if you get sunshine where you are, then I hope you're enjoying it. We had a brief spell of sunshine yesterday before a thunderstorm. Today's been slightly to moderate. You know, it's not a weather program, by the way. I'm just, you know.
It's the new weather program. Spirits, how spirits like the weather.
Tomorrow we will have a lot of weather. There you go, that's the forecast.
I could ask my Google device and it would probably tell us what it's got to be tomorrow. So let's read who all's in chat while we're waiting in Gina. And let's see here, Hatchy Hatch, Dobie Sock, Drew's Paranormal, she's away chasing after her cat. Oracles and Beyond, great channel guys. Listen guys, you can share your link out to everybody. Feel free. This is what this channel's all about. It's about people getting more subscribers. If you want, do you want me to share your channel out for you, Sarah, in a minute?
Yes, because I need to do it my phone otherwise, and it makes that stupid crackling noise.
I'll do that then. My phone's sitting down below me. Hey Lewis, Stephen M, how are you tonight? I've not seen you for a long time, my friend. He's been away his holidays or something like that, you know. Hatchy, what's that? Monday's supposed to be tipping down. Pissing down, I think he's meant to be raining. Oracles and Beyond, thank you. I need bother Oracles, you've got a great channel. I was watching these last night, but they news and Scott started talking about food.
Did you?
Either way, you wouldn't believe the combination.
Oh, the chocolate bacon.
Mm-hmm. And the bacon marshmallow. Sorry, the bacon marshmallow. No, the marshmallow wrapped in bacon. Marshmallow wrapped up in bacon. There, I got it that time. Sorry, folks. It sounds kind of.
I think that sounds bogging. That's just my opinion. But you Americans, I always come out with strange ingredients. It's like, I think the Americans have invented canned cheese. You ever tried the spray cheese?
No.
Somebody brought me a can home for America, and it's like a WD-40 can. You shake it, there's like a ball inside it, and it just goes inflates.
Oh no, that
if you read the ingredients, it's this, that, that.
That sounds
right. There's any actual milk in it.
Oracle, we've not tried it yet. We will get around to trying it. We will get around to trying it. The canned cheese, I think I've seen that on one of Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares.
It was on Top Gear. It was on Top Gear.
I've never seen that.
Jeremy Clarkson was going on about it. He went into happening. Remember Top Gear? They went to drive across all the states.
Mm-hmm.
Remember with the pickup trucks and that, and he went into a local gas station, and he got some crackers, and he bought a tin of canned cheese, and he was shaking it like that. He sprayed it in his motor, and
sounds disgusting, doesn't it? Just it sounds.
I know.
No offense to whoever eats it, but it just I've never ever seen it.
I'm just calling the links. Oh, here's
Oracle, Toby, Lewis, even to you all. Hope you're all good and well.
Well, hello there.
Hello. I am here. I tracked my son down.
Did you catch your young one? There's a lot of problems tonight, guys. It's been breaking down quite a bit. It's had to get a new software update on my laptop, but for some reason StreamYard's just not been working right.
Oh, my son is 12 and he's in a different town waiting the last bus home.
Where was he?
Where is he?
He's in Kitmer Hall, waiting in the last bus. He was meant to be up in the bus an hour ago. So I'll mute it when he comes in.
What's he doing, Kitmer?
I'm going to shout at him. Hi everybody,
What's he doing there? Got a girlfriend?
Shrek. Well, I can hear him with all his pals and everything, so possibly.
There you go, guys. There's the paranormal and history link in the chat. Please, everybody, share your links. I'll make some new moderators actually, because then they can share their links.
Hi, Drew.
Hello, Scott.
So I've no had a chance yet, guys, to have a look at your videos for yesterday, because I've been doing a lot of stuff today, shoveling gravel and stuff like that. But did you catch anything in your investigation yesterday?
I've not even looked at ours yet because, like I said to you earlier, Chris, we have been helping a friend of mine move house today with her very grouchy baby and her very hyper son. So we've been dealing with that.
That's fun and games.
Hyper. Mega hyper.
I must admit, Scott had a good... Scott had a good idea. Why don't you...
I said Scott's got a new friend.
Oh, I've got you, pal. She's 2 months? No.
Hey, Lewis.
She's 5 months.
And a man.
Sorry, 5 months, not 2 months.
Oh, why don't you baby stage?
Why don't you, Scott, tell everybody while we're all in here about that idea you had? When the ghosty thing.
I came up with the idea, folks, for the group to do.
Where is she?
I think she's just talking under Nellie's, under Helen's.
Hey, Kerry.
Well,
Do you take that for the friend request?
Aye. What were you saying, Sarah? Sorry?
No, it was Scott that was saying about the new idea that we have.
Alright, okay.
Hey, Lewis, I've made you a moderator. When you go, sorry, when you go. I'll wait more older meetings.
What it is, I came up with the idea. Not for work, but it's for the group to do. I think it's something different. There's some nice dog. Going to call it Paratour, and basically what it is over a period of 6 weeks, once a week, we'll be going to a different location during the day, filming there and doing a bit of history on it. You're giving a rundown of history of the place. After we've done the 6 weeks, we're going to have a poll, a vote sort of thing, and you all vote for the place that you'd like to see us do a nighttime investigation in. Now, it's going to be places, it won't be Greyfriars or Canongate Place, but I'm going to try and make it different places, but also places that are accessible at night. I know during, like say Greyfriars is 24/7, but some places are open during the day and they're locked up at night. But I've got to look into it to make sure it's like 24-hour access. So to say 6 weeks, different location, once a week, history, a wee bit of filming on it, and then you decide. Basically, you tell us where you want us to go in a polite way. And that's how we're going to call it, Paratour, because it's a mini tour. So if you drop your comments in and let us know what you think about that idea, whether you would like that to see that, whether it's you think it's feasible, or drop us a wee comment, or you can tell me to beep off if you want. Whatever.
That book off you yesterday, Chris.
I will. I was just about to show it again. Listen, guys, I'm going to be doing
Hi, Luna. Hope you're well.
I'm going to be doing a hey Luna Eclipse, and is it who's your sister? Shan?
Nellie's in. Aye, Helen's there.
Hey Nellie, and here. Hey Kerry.
Hi Nellie.
I'm getting this away, guys. It's 700 subscribers. Alright. But first, Andrina wants to read it. She wants to read the stories. There's the first story is the Death Bogle. There's stories in here about witches being burned and stuff like that, so she'll probably find that quite interesting. So where we get to 700 subscribers, one of you lucky guys.
Is that the way? Make sure he's on the bus.
I'll get to have a watch.
Tell her that he's doing a Kipper Hill waiting in the last bus.
Hey Michelle. Hey.
My ball, look, my
Hey
hair.
Michelle. We're getting a full house tonight, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Michelle and Lauren. Hope you're all well.
So
Thanks,
where's the
Luna.
next bag?
He missed the bus and he's waiting in the
Where's
next
the next
room.
investigation?
I
Big
don't know.
investigation now.
The bus. That's with him as well. He's not himself. My mum's panicking because I said that the rain's in a different tune himself. But he's not his self. He's got his pals with him.
So as I was saying, Scott, Sarah,
Yeah,
and Judah,
yeah.
where is the next investigation?
Well, you want to try and go to Craignethan Castle. And
That's
Upwood,
the
the
one.
one next to me.
I was going to tell the one next to you.
Oh no, that was the one in Edinburgh. I've got to say, we were just watching a video and that was lovely. That was another
Well,
place.
there's two next to me. There's the Burkwood one and there's the Craignethan Castle. We could go there.
Aye. I'd like to do as well the St. Bride's Church at night.
Aye, see, we need to do a nighttime investigation. We need to, because we need to get the lights and that on use.
I'd like to go to St. Bride's at night and see what.
Do you guys want to see us do more nighttime investigations? Let us know. And where, if any ideas.
I'm trying to think if there was a place I had
And
an
I'm not
idea
just
about, but I
plugging
can't
my
remember.
videos, guys. See if you go back to some of my videos. What one is it, Carmichael? On
Carmichael.
Mines. There's a castle there on Mines. If you want us to go there, go have a look at it and tell us if you want us to go there at night.
Are you talking about Carmichael?
Is it? Remember the one we done with the castle and we've seen the black shadows?
No, that's Crawford. That's Crawford Castle.
Right,
It's
go check out
7
Crawford
miles up.
Castle and see if you want us to go there at night. 'Cause good.
That Craignethan Castle is shut until next spring.
Aye, but we can still access the outside it though. It has got a big wall right round about it, but people stay in it. It's actually people are in residence. So, as I tell you, I used to know the guy that's the guy's son. So we used to go up there and we used to get allowed to hang about the grounds. So I think you can still actually get in. And all you need to do is ask the guy if he can do a quick video, chat the door, because he did stay there. And if not, we'll just do Burkwood.
All you can do is say no.
And we could go up to like maybe some of the old roads up round about here where there's been like a lot of accidents and different things and see what we catch.
Lockdown as well. I think lockdown would be a good one at night time.
See, I'd like to get see how you got to Douglas Estate and the very first thing you see is the memorial to the prisoners of war.
I know there's two memorials there, right? The first memorial is for the Polish soldiers.
But well,
During
even
World
that
War
one,
II, they were based in there, but so was the Nazis. They were buried for their own, the ones that were captured.
why don't we one time just park the cars there and walk in, walk the full way in, and we'll
I
do
can
the...
take you up.
Aye, but see, the point of walking it is because you hear a lot more when you walk it, like spirits maybe run about us at the left to the right, instead of parking up and just in that one wee area. If we walked right up through, then we might have to see and hear more, especially if it's at night.
Aye.
My phone. Do you know what I mean?
There's
Aye,
another couple of places up for me that I haven't told you about yet. There's an old mill that's collapsed. That's meant to be haunted.
Right.
There's There's another graveyard up at Crawford John. You've ever been there? You've been at the graveyard at Crawford John?
Is that the one you
No.
took me and Liam to?
No, it's just the one at the crossroads in Crawford John itself. I've never walked through about it. I know people that have walked through it, and it is haunted. The one at Lake Hills that I taken you to, that one is creepy.
But there was a
When
few
you go
places we drove through in the way back then. But where was that again, Scott? Minding there was a lot of churches that looked really old. Some of the old mining towns, remember? We said that would be good to stop maybe next time and do a quick videos. Was that, I think it was maybe Carnwath.
This is my thinking face, by the way.
Do you remember when I'm talking about
think it
Sarah?
was
Do you
Carnwath.
remember?
I think it
You
was
did it at the
Carla.
last minute.
And there was like a big memorial and things, so we could do that even. Just let us know in chat, guys, if you want us to do some of these
You know where I
areas.
would like to go? Lockerbie.
Oh, aye. See, that's a bit sensitive still, though, isn't it? But it would be interesting.
Just walk about in a memorial, but
Aye.
Maybe even the
cameras
Lockerbie
around
Village,
that, just
you know,
wonder.
even the Lockerbie Village, because the Lockerbie was, you know, centred on the fields and that with the plane that came down. So even United Village as well, I feel would be active. Because there's people killed in the village as well.
Carnwath, right.
They what I remember.
Carnwath. I see we could do some of these other places, but that's definitely, especially once you get a motor take, Chris, and we can go.
Going to be going in the next couple of days to look at one. I'm going to go and look at a Vauxhall Mavera people carrier.
I'm a big one of them, I think.
2012. It's the new shape. It's the ones with the doors open like normal, but the big doors open.
Is it a 7-seater?
They're called suicide doors. That is a lie. My dog barking now. I need to let it shut up. So when you go, I'm just going to shout at my dog.
See, my dog will start barking. She hears your dog.
It was breaking up a wee bit there.
Aye, it is. He seems
I'll
to be
say
quite
hi, everybody. Hi, Luna. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Oracles. Hi, Anita. Hi, Hatchy Hatch. Where else have we got? My Shrimp Shack.
I don't know what it is, but everybody seems awful laggy tonight. Do you think everybody seems awful laggy?
No, but I think you seem dead crackly.
You seem alright to me.
I maybe do my show the more tonight on my iPad. Do it through the iPad, guys. Because there's something no right with
Sorry
this
for
new
missing
software update.
Chris, I was saying about your show, I think it was on Oracle's Live or Luna's Live. I gave him a rough outline, but I said I'd let you fill in the details for them.
What is that, the Mora one? Is it
the Mora one?
We've not decided what we're calling it yet. What we're calling it, Night of the Dead, or we're calling it what? The Dead Zone? What you want to call it? It's only about mediumship, that's all it is. It's not about anything else, all it is about mediumship.
Medium advice.
That's what it is, aye. So
I know, because that medium advice.
And that, I was thinking more
the meetings of the mediums.
The Dead Zone. The Dead Zone.
I think we should stick to the Dead Zone.
I think the Dead Zone's quite catchy. You think it's quite catchy, Sarah?
It is quite, there's a certain thing to it.
Especially when you're in the age of darkness and you've got them an edge, like good ghost to ghost and a Saturday. Aye. Yeah, that's it.
And we can have in Luna, because she's a medium. You know, and just talk about mediumship. That's all. It's like an hour and a half long, and that's all you talk about is contacting the dead, how you see the dead, how they come to you, and how you help them.
And can we ask questions like maybe like, can you see my uncle's Catherine about me type of thing?
I don't know, because I don't know if that's the type of medium Scott isn't it? No, Scott. Do you feel like folk asking you that? My great uncle McDougall's pet goldfish died 10 years ago. Is he in the afterlife?
That's where it'll
Yeah, I
show
mean-
all the different mediumship.
Aye,
Because
you
one
get different
medium can
mediums.
do this, one medium. Aye, see, that's where it'll show that. But
Scott, what kind of medium are you? I kind when you walk into a place, you can see and sense things, right? But you get different mediums that can like basically go and start talking to, like, say Sarah or me, and start telling me about my grandmother that's died 20 years ago or something like that. Get what I mean?
Basically, I can pick up mental photographs.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Father Sarah.
I think Luna's along the same lines as myself. You can pick up mental photographs, people, standing there, old buildings, like the marketplace, and, Douglas, etc. like that. Every now and again, I will get things in my head, names, or,
Well, that's right. I forgot yesterday you were talking about Alan. Tell Andrina.
Well, I was watching that on the video the day. We were
Friday
talking about Alan on the way up.
Friday, I think it was Friday as well. Friday and Saturday, I kept getting the name
Aye.
Alan. And I said to Sarah, I was talking to Sarah, and I called somebody Alan. She's like, who's Alan? I said, I don't know who Alan is. I said, I've got Alan up here. So sometimes I will get names as in through Michelle's gran.
Oh, that's sweet.
I've never opened up to the, as you say, doing readings. I'd want to give it a try. So I'm not going to say I can do it. I've never actually looked into that side. I've always just went along doing
I
what
think
I
you
do.
should do a couple of readings online.
It
Because
was
it can be quite
interesting
draining,
to
I
say
think.
that I've always thought that woman at the castle's name was Elizabeth, and you picked up on Beth. And that's interesting as well.
So, see, I was
Her
in
name
a
was
bed,
Elizabeth.
Oh, was it?
The Lord, her name was Elizabeth. She was to the Black Douglas. That's who's in
see,
the
I
chat.
didn't know that.
Elizabeth.
Do you remember my first videos I was kept saying, I don't know why, but I think her name's Elizabeth, and it wasn't ended Jaden. I'd say on the spirit box, yes. It's done a bit of Jacqueline or something. And I says, maybe Jacqueline's her maid. But I didn't realise that that her name was actually
Yeah,
Elizabeth.
it's dark. Bexy Boo.
Yeah, now it's dark. That's interesting. That's validation.
Exactly. And Bexy, hope you're good. I suggest I get the name. I kept getting. I get Alan. Then when we went to the castle, I was getting Beth. It just kept popping in, but I don't hear it as a voice. I hear it's just what a thought. If that makes it, it's really hard to describe.
That's what I get.
It's
I'm
just
not
what I thought.
medium, but
That comes in. Like I said, I was on Luna's. I was on with Luna this morning, and you need to tell me who it was. I can't remember.
well,
I think it was Beth. I think it was Beth actually was showing a photograph of, I think it was a field, and I says to her, I says there's I got the image. I told her there's graves there, and she said, there is graves there, and I also I could see in my head looking at the photograph there was kids playing. It was like a huge field. Luna would be able to tell you better. A huge field, and right to the back, I was getting kids playing, and they were around about 10 or 12 years old. So it's like stuff like that. I'll look at it and I'll just see it. Occasionally, I will pick up the odd sentence. I'll hear somebody saying a name, but that's very rare. I'm not going to say, oh, I can do it. It happens when it happens. At the end of the day, it's doing the spirit. But as far as the readings go, I've never opened myself up to that side. I'd certainly interested giving it a try, but there's no guarantees. Do you know what I mean?
well, see the next time you're up in my bit, try and read Wally, right?
That's fine.
Right. That's what the next time you're up, try and read Wally.
I hope that made sense to everybody who's watching my description of what I do.
Sometimes you develop it, but I watch a channel, Marie's Life Vlogs and Mysteries, and the only communication she can do is when she touches a gravestone if it's somebody that's been killed in the army or something, she can see the way that person died, but it's only if they've died in a war. So there's another level of mediumship.
Well, there's many sides to mediumship. I mean, I can sense it as well if a spirit's beside me. You know, if somebody's standing beside me, I can see in my head what they look like.
Hey, don't be sorry.
And you develop it through the years. I mean, years and years ago, I started out as Lewis, and I think I mentioned on here as well. I could tell when the landline rang who was phoning,
Aye.
wee bits and pieces like that. But as the years went on, it took me a couple of years before I really started looking into it. I just accepted it, you know. So after a couple of years, I started looking into it, and I found that after I started looking into it, excuse me, I'm eating one of my candies, Chris.
I'm eating Uncle Joe's balls.
Well, I've got my usual.
Did you like the Uncle Joe's balls I gave you? Did you like the sweeties I gave you?
Camel balls. As long as there's no camel's balls, Wally's saying.
It's Uncle Joe's balls, guys. Before you start saying actually eating Uncle Joe's balls, it's Uncle Joe's balls.
I actually eat a packet of them a day. Cough sweeties.
Mint balls.
I should actually ask them for promotion.
I gave Michelle a packet of the Parma Violets. I think it lasted about 36 seconds. And they were all gone.
I should email that company and ask them for things, because I do eat them all the time. That Jake and his cough sweetie place down in England. Could ask them.
I'm going to jump into the subject here because
wow.
Well, I'll finish off what I was saying first. Sorry for interrupting. After I opened myself up to it, and this is what I'm going to tell you. After I opened myself up to it, I found that I was picking up more. You know, like seeing things, mental pictures, etc. So I think everybody's got the gift, as I've said many times, but you have to open yourself up to it. You have to. If you don't use it, you lose it. The thing I was going to say was Sarah and me were on a chat this morning, and she saw the same photograph. I was really in the same photograph at the same time, and Sarah said that. I'll let Sarah tell you. Sarah, me didn't know the talk. Sarah will tell you what happened.
We were looking at somebody's back garden, and there was a tree, and next to the tree there was rocks. And I says to Scott, do you feel anything, looking at that picture next to the trees, because I sense that there is people standing there looking at the person that was showing us the picture. And it turned out that I was right.
Right.
Which is totally weird for me, because as everybody knows, I'm no like Scott in any way, shape or form. And then today was just totally random.
You'll be the next Mystic Meg.
I know, sitting here with my crystal ball.
What's the lot of numbers for the night?
No idea.
So that's what I mean. If everybody's psychic, Sarah's never been like that before, but since she started, the ghost and what have you, I feel she's opened herself up to it more. And she's starting to pick up and stuff. Like this morning, that's just an example. Because she's opened herself up. So that's what I mean. Everybody has to open herself up if they want to do it. It's up to the individual. It's their own choice. But I found that quite interesting with Sarah this morning. I just wanted to put that into the chat just to let you know.
It was Lunar Live. That's how live it was that we were on.
Sorry, Luna.
Hey, Citizen Zed.
Well done, Sarah. Wally's saying.
Well done, Sarah.
Thank you.
You're getting there.
You're getting there.
Michelle, the next time I'm doing, I'll try reading you as well, though. That's not a problem. I just saw your comment there.
Yes, I know exactly. Know what and who she picked up.
Christ, every time I go to click off the thing, somebody else comments and it pops up again.
Sorry, I had to nip off. By the way, guys, my wee girl phoned me. And Kayami never phones me when she's at her papa's, but she wanted to phone me.
Oh,
No.
Where's the pizza in the night?
she's in her bed.
As you were saying, Chris, you get different types of mediums. So if you're interested in here, you know, like Luna,
Aye, Luna.
Citizen, you know,
Mhm.
with their ability is as well.
Bro.
And anybody else that's on. I'm not just bringing anybody else that's on.
Hey guys in the chat, see this guy here? I was in his stream earlier. See him? He'll put his link up shortly. His name's Chaos Awaits.
See?
Hi, Chaos.
I've made you a moderator so
Uh,
you can put your link up and everybody will subscribe to you. Thanks guys.
I'll do it when I go back to chat.
If he sticks his link up, everybody will be able to do it.
See if you can that
Yeah.
first.
So when's the next time you're going to Greyfriars to lock Andrina in the tomb?
Come
Well, I
on, when I'll get peace.
Wally's saying tomorrow morning he'll get peace. Maybe just take him and lock him in. Thank you
Oh,
very much.
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie will cure your jaw pain.
I was contemplating. I was
What's that,
contemplating
Scott?
going tonight. I was thinking about going tonight, but Sarah says she's a bit on the tired side.
I
So-
think you should split somebody up and leave somebody sitting in one place. Alone. Obviously within a certain range, Kem. I mean, if something's freaked out, if somebody can hear them, that you could always go back. But just leave
But-
them there to see what would happen.
No, that's a good idea. We should, you know, we should.
There you go, Sarah. Got your job.
I think as well, the next time we go, we should try different areas of Greyfriars.
What we should do is like 20-minute challenges alone, going round the graveyard yourself. Half an hour challenges, like maybe what say I get in first, come out. Somebody else will get in first, come out. Do you know what I mean? Like so we know we're in the actual graveyard ourselves. 30-minute alone challenges. I mean, that big
You should
channel.
do it.
Maybe no Greyfriars, could be somewhere else.
I think I'd be comfortable sitting like at Mackenzie Tomb or something myself, but no, but in the actual graveyard on my own.
See, I get feel comfortable at Mackenzie's tomb, but I don't feel comfortable when I go way doing that Culloden's Way, or whatever you call it. Is it Culloden's Way?
Clauden's Wall.
I don't feel comfortable going away down there myself. I feel as if that's near where you're watched.
But I think it's more like I don't want to be myself in case obviously, like, because obviously you could think to yourself, but like, you're obviously knowing and other folk could come up and whatever, that would freak me out.
But that's how you need to go sweep the area first. But you get sweep the area first, make sure there's nobody about, and then you go do your challenge yourself.
So you're meaning, Sarah, if I'm right, that say you sit at the Mackenzie Tomb, right? And we or me or whoever stands round near the gate, you know, where we can see you, but you're still yourself. Do you mean something like that?
Aye, I'd be comfortable with that, but I don't think I'd be comfortable with getting in totally. Go away! Totally on my
You
own.
could be there. I could be doing Culloden's, wherever you call it. Scott could be doing round the front bit of the church. Like we're all doing we're in these separate, but we're all still together. But we need to do a sweep of the area up first to make sure there was no homeless or nobody there. But what they were
I see there's a pub next to the graveyard.
Aye.
See there's a pub next to the graveyard. I think when you should stay in there next to the fire, you know, just get ready to run out to save yous.
That'll be good then, Chris.
Who could that be? I
I'm the
wonder.
cameraman, I'm the only.
Oh yes, I can sit in the pub. Woohoo!
Do you want to do that then? Even Citizen could come in and
Yes.
do it. He could be a bit.
There's Citizen saying something. There's Citizen saying something. I'll bring it up.
Aye.
Oh,
£200.
that was always a big team being allowed to do that in Japan.
Is there a maximum number for that, Citizen?
Yeah, we're just
Well, if we're going to do that with Greyfriars, then I want to go down right down the very back, right to the
I
back.
want Clauden's Way. The bit where, no, is it Clauden's Way? It's like Clauden's Way. What's it called? I will. Where I want to
Gordon
do
Wall.
because that's where I feel the creepiest.
I'll tell you one thing right now.
Somebody's want to do that.
Yeah,
Citizen,
I'm
do you want
on-
to come and
I'm
you
on
could
for
be
that.
a part as well?
I'll tell you.
Somebody could do the bit, the section
And
where
you could walk up
Tom,
and just check we're all okay.
I'll tell you that right now. No chance.
Tom
You know.
Riddle's gave us as well.
Why?
That's right. There's
We'll get in there.
What day during the week he is free?
the link, guys. If
What about? Well, Friday's usually our ghost hunting day, but we can make it like next Friday. Or if he's
I
a free bit of the way, no day, one day during the week, go.
Me and Scott can't
Oh,
do next weekend.
Right.
We can't do Friday, Saturday or Sunday next weekend because it's my mum's 50th on Monday.
Well,
And she's
but one
going to
day
do
during the
cancel.
week.
We can do 21.
Shh, somebody's mum. She's going to put the earphones on.
We could maybe talk nice to Sarah's mum about one night during the week,
Aye. You wanted to do that.
since she's going away the weekend, we're
Monday
watching
night.
the kids. So,
do you want to live stream it?
Monday night. Well, we could, aye. I've got data on my phone.
I've
Would
got
you
Can't do Monday.
100
Can't
meg.
do
I've got
Monday.
100 here, Hannah.
No Monday, maybe Tuesday.
There's
Tuesday.
Citizen Z saying it's £200 per hour for a team of 10.
Team of 10. Well, that's not bad when you break it down if we can get 10 people together. It's all £20 each, isn't it?
I'll speak to my mum and get back to you on a day.
Citizen, does that give you full access to the
Okay. Must
the
do.
clothes?
Do you think that's you, Mama?
Come the hell.
I can see my mum having to go for him.
Did you get the bus?
Well, if I was going, I could live stream it on this channel, but if you want, I could live stream it on your channel. All I need to do is swap the phone number.
Are you coming with us, Chris, aye?
I'll come with you. I've not been in the house for a while. I need to go on Monday to look at a motor. You know what I mean?
Good, right there, that's it, the 4 days
Depends
right there.
I'm amazed that my wee motor's still running.
So we've got to do it when it's dark o'clock then, so that means we need to leave here 6ish, 7, so it's dark when we get there. Do you think, like a day at the dark or daytime? Dark's best.
Dark. Aye,
That's
dark.
all better.
Dark. Right.
Because we
Why
can go
don't you
canning
do for 12 o'clock at night? Why don't you do for 12 to 4?
I will be there for 12, I reckon. Because if you wanted, we could do what we did the last time and go to the castle and
I think you
think-
should do an experiment and loop somebody somewhere.
Huh?
Chris,
I
I
think you
can't
should do an
get
experiment
away.
and loop somebody somewhere.
You could leave me
I
at the
can't get
castle.
left because I'm the
I'm
driver.
live streaming.
Leave me at the castle or somewhere if you want. Or leave me at the Canning Gate. Or St Mary's King's Close or something.
But
Well, you folk in America, I've got a slush puppy here like
Because
that.
there's Barry's Close and all
toll
that but there as well. The toll booths could leave me there and I'll just walk the toll booth, Barry's Close, St Mary's Close, John Knox house if I can walk down that far.
I think the toll booth would be interesting because that was the site of the scaffold.
Aye, and I
Basically,
didn't realise that the last time that was where the witches and that get burnt. So I wouldn't mind staying there an hour myself.
I think the toll booth would be good. But you can't lock me in anywhere because I'm a driver, so you'd be stuck in Edinburgh there if you locked me in.
We can talk about it anyway in Messenger. Figure it out as long as
What do you think, folks? You think what would you like to?
Once I've taken my nighttime medication, you can look me anywhere you want.
you sleep.
No,
Aye,
these
my
are
mum
why
says to take the place in the house. You can take me down Craignethan Castle and that, Mum, and take me to that vampire graveyard in Glasgow. I want to go across for the big hospital.
You can, there isn't really a vampire there, you can. I actually watched the series. There was
It's a
programme,
local
a documentary about it. It's a local legend.
You
There isn't
never
a
know what
vampire
you
there.
see though. Where did the legend start? Fate must
Yeah.
have started a story somewhere. Anyway, it's great here to vlog.
When you come up,
I want to go to
when you
that
come
pub at
up
Loch
here,
Lomond.
can take you then because we're only like 20 minutes for
Where we are.
to the necropolis.
Right.
You didn't miss any lunar eclipse.
It actually takes us about 25 minutes to get from here to Glasgow as well. We're not that far from central.
No, it's just been on the.
I've been in the necropolis. It's a bit of a hike because it makes it all hill. It's like say,
You just get up and you get your breath back before you turn the cameras on.
But it is an amazing place. I've been in it before when I stayed in Glasgow, and it is a really amazing place. Very much.
That'd be really interesting. I had a couple of people ask when I first started doing my getting out places. I had a couple of people ask me if I would do that graveyard because of the vampire in it. So I had looked it up. Seemingly there was a vampire years ago.
I do know somewhere that's meant to be crazily haunted, and I've seen it on documentaries. You came with the Black Hill. You came with the Black Hill is Black Hill Transmitter.
Is that one up for me?
You know what I'm talking about?
That's
before Edinburgh.
Oh right.
There's a cemetery next to it. A really old cemetery. And the reason I ken that is because my brother, he works at the quarry at the other side of it. And it's crazy. But it's meant to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in the world.
Oh, we need to go there. We need to get one explore.
There's a wee church, a graveyard, and then there's the transmitter. And then behind it there's a big quarry. That's where my brother works.
Right, you're the boss.
Sarah, what was the name of that place? I think that guy we met at Dun Castle.
Well, see you come in. The door's
We
open.
met that guy.
The door is open. Right,
I remember he told that he'd seen a woman on the road.
Aye. Oh, what was the road? I can't remember now.
Drew, I've also found something. I found a graveyard with a pyramid in it that's not far from Greyfriars. Good citizen, we could check that out.
But no one can enter after 5.
Is that the one that looks as if it's downhill? It's got a big fence through it.
Yeah, they got the climbing fences.
Remember we passed it? And I says to you, that looks like the graveyard that you don't want to talk about it. It's like down the hill. We passed it and there was like a big fence. It looks as if the steps took you down in.
At the bottom of Castle Hill.
Aye. Is that the graveyard you're talking about, citizen?
Citizen is the one just opposite the Caledonia Hotel.
It was a
Just
big
at the corner of Princess Street.
It was a big cemetery. Could definitely go there, aye. We just need to spend the day in Edinburgh and go down these different places. And don't take the way.
The last time I was in,
hold us back in it.
the last time I was at Greyfriars was about, I was 7.5.
I think you're going to like it, Chris. Especially the castle because of the amount of scenery and that, because you like the pictures.
I used to love the school travelling. You know, they used to take us all different places. The last place I
Say
went
that
was
again,
with the
you made
grammar,
me look
that
as if I'd
grammar,
horns
and
there.
I was 13, and it was a nuclear power plant.
Chris, do that again with your horns. It made me look as if I had horns. Do that with your, do that.
Ah, I can
No. Bring them down a bit. Do that.
like that.
No, like that.
What do you mean? It's horns.
You see it? It made me look as if I've
What do
got
you mean?
horns. Colin. Forget it.
What do
You
you
see
mean?
what I
Like that.
Because of the way his horns are, it makes me look as if I've got horns. There it's. Makes me
Really?
look as if
I
I've got horns.
Oh,
You just
right,
get
right.
back
Oh,
to that.
I wonder what you're doing.
Scott, the one Citizens is talking about is called Dean Cemetery.
I'll need to Google it. Dean
It's
Cemetery.
on our list.
Tracked out where it be.
Try to upload this last video. It's
I want to go to that. Would you go to that church? Would you go to near Edinburgh that went to do with the Knights Templars?
Roslyn Chapel.
Mm-hmm. It's meant to be haunted at all, so they say.
I dare say it will, but I've never, I don't think I've ever been.
so now I've got to get the book off you. You got to, you come down to Tesco at any point in time, Chris, and I can maybe pop in with the book for me.
No, for a while, my motor's fucked.
Wearing?
You said the F word.
Yes, that's what Tiana
I don't care.
tell you.
I'm the host, I can do what I want.
And
You're
all
lucky Tayami's not here because that would be a strike, mister. If Tayami was here, she would
Yeah.
have
contact I will
one.
see.
I
It's
apologise.
Wednesday,
I meant to say
Wednesday.
fruitcake. I meant to
Tuesday,
say
Wednesday,
fruitcake.
we could get it off you and I'll have a look at it and take notes.
I'm
'Cause I
just
think
going, if
I'll
it's alright,
take-
Chris.
What's
I
that,
think you'll reach
Scott?
it sub pretty soon. Thanks for sharing.
I was alright. I was just going to run out that para tour again for the
I keep
folk that came in.
doing it. Do it as much as you want. I keep posting the link for your channel and all that, and I'll do it for you, Drew, too.
I've not got a link for it or anything yet. What it is, folks, for those that missed it, is we're going to call it para tour, and I'll try and get it quickly. We're going to call it para tour, and it'll be a run for 6 weeks, and once every week, one day a week, we're going to go to a different location, do some filming on it, and do history on it, and then on the 6th week, we're going to have a wee debate, a wee poll, a vote to see which one you would like us to do a nighttime investigation. Now, it's no way with Greyfriars or Canongate anywhere we've been before. We're going to try and make it. I'm going to look up different locations that we've not done before, and obviously ones that are accessible at night time as well. So I'm going to be working on that over the next few days, just researching locations. So tell us what you think about it, if it's something you would be interested in watching. So it gives you a wee bit of history, and then with the nighttime investigation, that's where the paranormal comes into it as well. So it's blending in both of them. So you can let us know what you think on it.
What Scott actually
Right.
means is that I'll be doing the research into it.
Right, okay, Sarah. Sorry, I'll get back. Sarah will be doing the research into it, and I'll be holding the camera. Whatever.
And
driving,
remember guys, you can share your link out in the chat. Feel free. All really good channels there. That's
I was actually hoping Lewis was in. I was going to ask him if he would make me an intro. Remember he had said.
He's there somewhere. He's about.
Aye.
Lewis, if you're there,
Yeah.
contact me after and
Yeah.
contact Hendrina. She wants you to make an intro.
Just a 50-second thing or something. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's
Aye,
Honeybee. Hey, Honeybee.
everybody.
Hey, Honeybee.
Does anyone
No,
want
it's
a
dark.
podcast spirit? He's just went chit chat. Up to
Aye,
yourselves.
here's a postcard for Spirit if you want. Does anybody want a card reading?
I just
want
wanted
the
to
mystic?
in case somebody was in that
You
wanted
should
to-
dress up as one of the gypsy women, you know, with the kind of crazy hat on and all that, and the wee tent. Plus my palm with silver.
cost my pound. Well, that's what they used to say. I think they used to say that just to take money but off of people when you're not really meant to take money off of people, but I've heard they say you take it because it's your energy you're using, so your energy's money, and you do it to help people, I think.
You don't take money.
That's your
Don't take money.
You, Chris? Chris, you want one first?
Aye, on you go, not me out.
Lewis is on a yacht, apparently.
What?
Honeybee has just said, spoke to Lewis earlier, he's on a yacht lol with his missus.
Oh, that's
Aye,
right.
like
He's
you
on
what it's
holidays.
It's like the film. It's the film Dead Calm. You ever seen
Aye,
that?
lucky, isn't it? Are you got the way in? Did you listen for him coming in?
No, you tell me.
He's on the bus, that's how I said you'll need to listen for him.
He's a sailor in the USSS.
You need to go downstairs and listen for him and open the door. You're not here.
Dobby says, Bobby is a special place in my heart. I would love to know if he's happy with his master. I think it was safe to say, Dobby, that he is. I think there's been a photograph of him. But I think they would be reunited after he passed.
We'll do a spirit box session, see if we can get them to go
I'm
through.
going to suck another Uncle Joe's mint ball. Did you like them, by the way, Scott? The ones that I gave you?
Scott didn't get one, I ate the base of them.
I'll get these. You gave me these. I don't know if that's the right way around or upside down.
Oh
You
dear.
should never eat a man's...
He didn't want to suck on your uncle's balls.
Right, you found it? This is for you, Chris. Sometimes it's
Right.
wonderful to give, but there are times you might find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and without gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people. Maybe you do not need this for that in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your will be filled. We all love you so much.
Very good. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Is there nobody in the audience wanting a card reading? What about Kerry? Is she still in?
Kerry over there. I'll get you one, Cassie. I'll get you one.
You want her?
It was her birthday the other day. She turned 31. My wee girl.
31?
Yep.
She doesn't look at it. I thought she was younger. I thought she was only like 23, something like that.
Yep.
I'll be 39 this year.
I'm 23.
Oh, right, Cassie, Bessie, this is for you, huh? Good fun to read it.
Will he be as old as you, Scott?
Well, I've had it at 16.
I will want me a reading, you will be.
Right, over here, there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's important for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry doesn't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways. You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the where, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery, but have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes, and spirit weaves your lives mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so very, very much. There you go. Some of them are just always just to let you know everything's going all right, isn't it?
Hi, Shrimp Shack. Hope you're
Hi,
doing
Shrimp
well.
Shack.
I've just had an
Shrimp
idea, folk.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Sarah's busy, so I'm a kind of free agent for an hour or two. I'm not advertising, by the way, just in case you think I'm going to start another option
Well,
or
I've got a
something.
bedroom to paint. I've got
I need to
What I'm
shovel
going
some
to
more
do
gravel.
is, a couple of weeks ago, I went to Ardrossan Castle, and it was during the day, and I found a tunnel goes down. A tunnel goes downstairs, very dark, very narrow. But because it was during the day, I never had a torch or anything with me. So tomorrow, when Sarah's our mum's, I'm going to go down to Ardrossan Castle, and I'm going to take a torch, and I'm going to go down because it's been annoying me going down there. So
Remember, guys, if we don't see Scott again, he went by his own choice.
I'm going on my own free will because I'm a bit of a nosy bee.
I know, but I think you maybe better leave a note or something at the tap saying that somebody's down there.
I'll leave a wee name and address, I was here. Scott was here 2020, something like that,
Just keep your locations on your phone so people can find you.
So I'm going to do a wee video and pop it up on the group's Facebook page. So I'll do that tomorrow with a torch.
See the people in the chat, they're talking about food again.
Food? Was Michelle there by any chance? Because that's all they heard.
Oracles and Beyond, Chaos Awaits, something, pickled chips or something like that.
Pickled
chips?
Nice.
They're obsessed.
I know. Where are they?
Pickled chips.
Actually, do I know it's nice? Chip shop chips, Branson pickle and cheese on the tap, and that was really nice.
Oh, I don't like Branson pickle.
Oh, I love Branson pickle.
Oh, Branson pickle and cheese. Oh.
I don't like pickle, but I like Branson pickle. What are you saying?
What Jenny's like Marmite? Marmite?
I can come and go with it. I don't like it thick, but I like it on toast, but no thick. Just a wee skit. Like peanut butter as well. I like a thin layer.
Oh no.
Aye.
That's one thing I like that I think you don't like.
Marmite.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Oh, I like peanut butter, aye. Just thinly, but no thick.
You know, you threaten children with Marmite if they don't behave. I mean, that's...
You see, that's one of these things, it's an acquired taste. I used to not like it when I was away then, but as I'm getting older, I like different things now. It's crazy.
It's what they fishermen's friends that Chris is obsessed with. No, you can keep them. I mean, you're going to be somebody else's friend.
You know, like you're such a fisherman's friend, take your time.
I can't say I've ever tried a fisherman's friend.
They're not as good as the Jakeman's cough sweeties, but...
I'll give you one. They're good.
Aye, they're nice. They're nice too.
There's a shop in Biggar that sells sweeties like them, Drew. Except they've got what do you call that? And it's a herb. No, it's not really herb. Cinnamon through it, and they look exactly the same as them. And they're awful.
You get a big jar of them off the Amazon for £18. I was thinking about just getting the big jar.
When I get my new car, I'll take you and Kerry up to the sweetie shop at Moffat.
Definitely. I'll get cops, the original cops. That's my son in. I can just hear him coming in. 10:30 and that's terrible. It's 12.
Hatchie's eating cheese and toast with jalapeno peppers and HP sauce. That's a bit of a combination.
Not bad. Sounds not too bad.
So Scott, did you say you were a chef?
He is, yes, a very good chef.
What restaurants did you used to work at?
Aye.
Wallace Steakhouse in Kilmarnock.
Come in here and say hi.
And, I'm now at the Park Hotel in Kilmarnock.
Well, you still working as a chef? Yeah.
No, I'm
I've
talking
been
about
off
you
for
still
quite.
run?
I've been off and on for a wee while because I've had a couple of health issues. But yeah, I
Does
still,
that mean
Tell you
that
that's
me and
that's
Andrina get a
Liam.
discount?
Mum, that's Liam in.
If
What's
you bring
that?
a packet of Parma Violets,
He's a chef.
I don't know.
He's a chef at some hotel. We
Who
should get a
is?
discount. I think that's terrible. We need a discount.
Scott is.
Mm.
Alright.
Do you not get that?
Didn't know that, no.
There's nothing like a nice steak, rawish in the
I
middle
do.
when you cut into it, the blood just slowly runs out.
What kind of chef are you?
I do have some secrets.
What's
That's
your
my
kind of
sinister
chef are you?
Just everything really. Started off at the steakhouse in Kilmarnock and just doing everything.
That sounds
And
quite
it's
good, the steak. I've never been there.
it's shut down. That's a building as well. Not changing the subject, but it's a building in Kilmarnock. Now there's been 3 different businesses in this building, and they've all went downhill. And it's said to be haunted now. The kitchen in it was right down the stairs on the bottom, and they've got a swing door at one end of the kitchen, so you hear it every time it moves. There's one night I was in the kitchen myself, late on, and I heard the door swinging. There was only me and the manageress that were in, and so I turned round because I thought he was coming in, but there was nobody there. And I went up the stairs, and I stayed there with you. She said, "Were you down the stairs?" She says, "No, I've been up here all night." So twice that happened that the door swung, and one of the other girls, she never ever showed me the photograph. It's maybe 2 little boys that haunt the place, as far as
That'd be
I
a
know.
good
So
place to investigate, especially if there was like, some leftover like, lovely cooked steaks and stuff like that, you know.
I trust you think of that.
I know. Go stand there stuff to eat.
See, when you work in a food place, you don't want to eat in it.
Has any's ever been to the Inn in the Loch at Lanark?
No.
That place is amazing.
I'd love to go there, but
We go there sometimes. I think we're going soon again, but it is amazing. Well, what's that? Hatchy Hatch, Chris, I used to love haggis pies. Can't get them. I guess you can still get them here. Haggis. Very easy to get.
I get my haggis back after Scotland the other day. They didn't even feed it when they were looking after it for me.
I know, shocking.
Well, they have to catch a haggis, by the way. Its 2 front legs are longer than its back legs. It's like the sheep. It's like a genetically modified
Lost
sheep.
weight and everything. You'd have made it lose weight. Pure haggis.
I've never fed it for 2 weeks or something here.
A day. I know. Good wee hang.
But it's looking a lot better now, don't you think?
Because I've had to nurse the poor wee thing back to health.
It was a right chubby wee bugger when we got it.
I
And
know,
that right.
It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm looking after it, Kerry, honestly. It's actually my daughter's haggis. You sit there and I'll cuddle you later.
Nah,
Good
the
that.
dreaded haggis.
Laura.
I can only apologise to Drew, you know what I mean? She's just... No. I thought it was a hairy ball. Seeing we found in the car, I just thought it was a hairy ball.
It's a power bank.
Wasn't any monkeys.
You're obsessed with these bodies. You know, I'm not even going to get into the conversation because it's just, as I've seen, and it just goes downhill.
Sweeties.
And it could be illegal
like
somewhere
sweeties.
along the line. I'm sure there's a law against
Well,
it. Anybody,
I can't help it if they name candy over something, you know.
if anybody in the UK can check that out for us, I think it is a criminal offence to do that. I mean,
What?
your uncle. I mean, I'm
Did
not
they
saying
what?
it.
Again?
Chris will tell you.
Explain
I've
it
got a
honestly. I
moustache.
don't know what you mean.
What is it?
Chris
What's he
will tell
talking
you.
about, like?
About
It's
your
my
uncle.
candy. My sweeties are called Uncle Joe's.
Oh,
I'm not saying
Muffins
that.
and
I'm
balls.
not saying it.
I wasn't listening, honestly. I didn't know what you meant. I was listening.
Nobody wants to
Yeah.
see you
I've
go.
got video uploading. I uploaded part 2 earlier and it was only 3 minutes long. But it was actually meant to be 16 minutes long, so I had to put it on private and start again. So I'm waiting on that uploading. So I wasn't listening. Sorry.
No, it's what Chris says that he sucks on her, so I'm sure that's a criminal offence.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
if I chew it'll break my nice white teeth.
Did you shave today as well? You're not shiny the night
No,
was
I
out.
need to shave them more. I had a bath
No,
tonight, but I
you've
need to
been
shave
lost
more.
your.
Do you know, it's
What's
so
your-
weird. See the other
your-
day when you had the migraine, Chris, and that V in your head went kind of swell up. See Michelle, she gets a migraine. Hers does that as well. That V bit in her head swells up. So that must have started doing migraines. See that V bit. Some people have got it.
I'm going to be
Probably
getting that
have got
medication you take. I'm going to get the pills you can get to stop migraines. I'm going to
it.
get
Have you been
them.
alright so far for the last couple of days?
I'm alright as long as certain things set it off.
Is it like
See if
food
my,
and
it's
things
there
can
in the
set
back of my
it off?
neck. No, not food, but it's like my neck. Again, my neck
So
takes a
why can't
spasm.
get this
Once that starts.
I told you, give
You
one
just chuck it out the door or something. Let it go and chase
I'll take the
mice or
lassie
something
cat.
outside.
I'll take the
Do you
girl
Who
off
is it?
your
You
hands.
want the witch?
Aye, I'll take her off your hands.
How was she
Your dog
then?
will like that. They will chase it about the house.
Oh, my dog would love. I'm telling you now, that's what my dog needs as a friend. My dog would be perfectly fine with it.
Mm.
She needs a friend. See, my stepson brings his wee Jack Russell dog to town run about as if they were best pals. That's what she
No,
needs.
what?
Oh, sure. Right, chubby. You chubby me.
I'll keep the witch. You can
See
take
what
the
he's
witch.
all saying. And
Aye,
chat.
what's what the chat's saying? Let's have a look at the
Hi,
chat.
Hatchy Hatch. I'm running
Hatchy.
haggis. Must be fast, Chris. I've never seen one
Yeah.
here.
They have a
Hatchy
pesky
Hatch
little
haggis,
critters.
by the way. Very hard.
You have to go out at night
That's how
and you
they're
walk in
developed.
circles and you'll find them.
Used to remember the little carrots so in the dark.
Here. Come on, show Drew your pretty face. Come on.
Let me see.
Cats, they're alright.
It's like a cat show, isn't
At
it?
least you can chuck a ball and brings it back to you.
Oh, bye, Chaos.
Catch you later, Chaos. Are you going, Chaos?
He's probably away. Oh, look. See, she wants to come to the go. Does he know you here and you come and stay with us?
What age is she?
She is 6 months old, I think.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Cats, they go everywhere. They lie in your bed. I think you wake up in the
no,
morning
you
while
don't
you're
want them to. You can't train them not.
See, you can't take a cat out a walk. It's
I
different.
will get to the back to me.
I
Takes
can
his
take my
car a
dog a
walk.
walk and she brings me back a stain. I chuck the stain, she brings me it back
He's
again.
got my
She sits
witness.
next
Just
to me.
seen him, didn't he, with his cat and his sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the big cats, but it's all furry. Looks quite expensive, and he takes that out in the lead. And honestly,
Well, I have the other one here.
so why don't you just put your cats in a lead and take them a walk?
She's 4 months old. I was wrong. Pepper's 4 months old. Toby is about 3
How many
months
cats
old.
you got?
2. Get one each.
Aye. They're no brother and sister, but they're at different litters.
Yeah.
This one that I've got in here with me, that's Scott's cat.
See, I'd like him. He's lovely too.
And then
The
the one
waffy
that's
sharp
Scott,
claws.
the one
They
that's
can make it
Scott
wallpaper
got,
and stuff.
that one, that's my boy. And I've got
I
his
like
back.
him. I want him. I'd actually read her, by the way. But I would actually read her. If you want to separate them because they're getting too much together.
No, I couldn't separate them now.
Thanks, Luce.
Gotta get rid of them.
They become your family, don't they? They'll end up like your wings.
They're pure great though, see if they can't see each other. Look, last week the wee one was sitting in front of my bedroom cupboard and I was like, what the fuck are you sitting there for? Like, what's going on with you? And it kept greeting.
Just wait. Just wait till they start getting their claws in and then
They'll
they'll
end
find
up
something
cuddling
nice
up
and
to each
shiny,
other.
and they'll start doing that with their claws, and it rips up your wallpaper, but your chairs.
That's how you get them scratch pads to do it when they start all that scratch on the scratch pads and
I-
the furniture.
But anyway, so
Clip their claws.
So I found the little one in front of my bedroom cupboard, and then I found the big one was locked inside the cupboard. Scott had locked her in.
So he was telling you.
So he was sitting there telling me that his sister was locked in the room.
See, they care about each other.
There be bums though, sometimes. See, Pepper, the big cat, she's got a habit
Don't
of climbing
take my
up
wire.
So you better keep your phones away from them then.
Don't like my
Wiles get it. The tellies, she likes to climb on top of the telly.
You get them neutered.
I don't know, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And give me my fry screen.
For them.
Is anything else gone live tonight, folks? Or is you gone anywhere tonight? Citizen.
Luna, are you going? Or Citizen?
Isn't sure if
Is it going
Citizen
live?
will be live somewhere tonight.
Aye.
Anything else gone out
I'll
anywhere?
check anyway. Because there's something that's put up.
Let us know.
Is anybody else wanting a card reading?
Just let
I'll
us
take
know.
a wee I'll take a wee card.
They go to Scotland.
I just leave it up to you now to tell me.
I can see the chat. If anybody says anything about wanting to read, I'll bring it up.
Aye, just let me know. If not, we'll just sit together. Right, Scott. Oh. Is that Liam in? Is he downstairs or in his room? In his room. Good.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oracles Beyond. It's okay, Hannah. I was picking up on you.
Right. Oh my goodness, see the lighting.
I'll use my mystical powers.
Right.
No,
There is only one you, and you have a unique place in this universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and not to configure a stand tall, not to and to be courageous and stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, do what your heart wants, and what your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. There you go, Scott.
Thank you, Hank. Thank you.
To do what you want. Maybe that's because you're coming up with all these new ideas and you have to put them to all the new ideas that come up with. I want to
I'm
go back.
going to put them into practice. You know, there's no point getting ideas and no acting on them. So I'm going to. I think the paratook will be quite interesting. I know it was my idea, and I'm saying it, but I think it'd be quite different. It's trying original things to do. You know, to stand out.
All right, Citizen, put Citizen's comment back up.
Who's Russford?
I'm not.
Is that some other guy? What does he do in the graveyard?
Some of them you've got to remember are like the ministers, and a lot of them are like esquires, like high prominent people of Edinburgh and things. So he's maybe somebody like that. The architect is there as well. I actually done a spirit box session at that architect's tomb, but I lost the footage and it was a good take. because his brothers and his nephews and that are all in that tomb as well, and they were all architects, and I was asking them if they had any day with built in some of Edinburgh and things, but I've lost all the footage. So, there's a few people in that graveyard, Citizen, isn't there? There's a lot of prominent people in it. He's maybe
John,
one-
the guy that Citizen is talking about is called John Rufford. He was, I think that's it, it is. He was the first to pioneer clinical teaching of medicine at Edinburgh,
There you
and
go.
the first in Britain to do so.
Aye.
In 1748, Rufford began giving clinical lectures at the Royal Infirmary.
There's definitely a lot of interesting graves there. I was having a look at them the last time we were there.
And he died in 1779.
I mean, some of the headstones are amazing. You've seen the size of them.
Don't make them like they used
The
to.
workmanship away back in the 1700s to make them must have been took them
Aye.
days. I mean,
All
weeks.
hand carved. All hand carved. And do it's a
Days.
machine in the factory makes them.
Especially that big marble one. It's got the pillars and everything. A couple of tombs down for Mackenzie's. It's like a big coliseum.
This is the gate of the prison.
Yeah.
I'd like to get into the prison. I bet it's interesting in there.
Oh, we need to try.
I've been into the prison before, just in a normal tour and this, but one tomb I'm quite, I don't know, since I've been in Greyfriars many times, but there's one tomb where I just was looking at the other week, and the woman died in 1612, but the tomb wasn't built until 1711. So there's a 100-year gap between her death and her tomb getting built. So I don't know, for some reason, I just keep wanting to get back to that tomb. One, because I'm curious, as to why there was a 100 years gap, basically. And I feel I want to get back to that tomb.
Maybe other people buried there and they were waiting till they had died before they erected the tomb, if you know what I mean. Maybe she died and then the husband died and the daughter died, so they decided to now build the tomb.
Possibly, aye.
Well, think about all the plague victims that are in some of the tombs that don't have any names.
Maybe the families couldn't afford it at the time, so later on in life they could afford it. And
Have you ever seen
the power lines from
the
the
lines from the
pyramid
pyramid?
goes to Greyfriars as well as Roslin Church? I don't know if you guys know that. Alright, see that's why it'll be so haunted right down there then. See, so it's like all that one big strip then, Citizen. See, that's why I'm thinking about, see, at night, would you get any trouble if you walked about the streets of Edinburgh at night, vlogging? Like maybe walk the Greyfriars down right down?
No, they can't stop you walking about. It's not a police state. Can't stop you walking.
You're not
Maybe you
breaking
could
any
do
laws
that
or
one
anything.
night as well. Just walk the night right down for the castle, right down and see what we can catch.
Another
You
day.
can. I'll be giving that a miss, but you can do it.
No, because
Zero burn the car.
You look like a hoodie or something.
because that would be interesting, do you know, think if we just kept maybe even a spirit box running or even just a recorder or just for cameras and see what we picked up, especially if you
That
look
reminds me, I
inside
need to buy that
and
microphonic.
see shadows. We need to start doing more places where we're walking up into places, even if it's just woods and things. Because that's when we're going to catch more shadow figures and more random voices and things. Is there anything else want a card while I'm shuffling?
Is there anyone want a card, guys?
No, just put them down, folks.
You can give me one, Andrea.
You want one, Sarah?
Where you go?
Ah, dear.
Is it all offy? Right, he's all tired.
I'm quite tired. I think it's all the barifies and stains that I've moved.
Well, you've worked hard.
Plus,
So
my
just-
head's pickled because I've been looking at motors all day.
All right. These are just
Yeah.
off. No very talking.
The other
Can I
thing-
get one extra pair?
I'll give you one Pepsi after sharing up.
I think it's just everybody's tired. But
That's it,
tomorrow
yeah.
night we'll do that video on the dead zone.
Medium night.
The medium
video.
night.
You need to get your energies up for that, guys. Right, you
So
ready?
what do you think? Well,
Sorry,
Oh,
what you got?
all I was going to say is in the dead zone tomorrow night, I think we should only allow like 5 questions to be asked for the mediums, one each. Came up me because you don't want too many questions like my great
Thanks
auntie,
for
then my
coming,
great
Graham.
uncle.
Depends how many people come in, doesn't it?
Aye. Yeah, where you go, Angela?
Right. There is only one you, and you have a unique place in this universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know what your purpose is. Yours alone, and no one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. It's exact same as Scott's. So you know what that means, don't you? The two of you getting the same care means that you have to keep going with your ideas and do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
There's
There you go.
there's your sister.
That's true. Sometimes you
Or is it Kerry?
Yep.
I
Really?
think it's your sister that's wanting it done this time.
I'll do Wally first and then I'll do one for Nelly.
Surfside, the
Something
Bobby was a Scotch Terrier.
That's right, it was, wasn't it? You ever seen the film?
Oh,
The
years
old
ago. Long time ago. I seen it. It's one of his famous stories about,
I know.
great fires and what have you. The
Right, oh, this
the
is
other
for
interesting thing about that tomb I was talking about is where it's one of the few tombs we'll be able to get the endoscope camera into it because there's a grill above the door and it's
Who's
all
that right down the bottom?
aye. So we'll be able to get the camera right inside it without any problem. And obviously our lights out and the kind of
Door. Under Mackenzie's door. And doing
well,
the great.
that's it as well. I was looking at the video, I think it was the day or last night, and I noticed the grill at the top of that door, so we can get the camera in, and then as you say, underneath the door and up at the Mr. Mackenzie's house, basically, as I call it. And so that's two places the camera can go.
Right, I'll read Wally's care and that gets these done. Right. Miracles never run out. Miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of sincerity when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being connected for you, and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how many come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to know and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. You're on it, relax. If you only knew how much you were loved. go. See, it's just to put your hands in the spirit and they will try and help you the best they can. That's how I keep trying to like get people to like put their energy together to try and give them some.
I was doing that. I was asking the dead relatives, please
Uh,
give me let me win the lottery and I'll remember you as I drive my Bugatti Veyron.
no, I do it all the time. Like just to try and heal them. It's like just closing their eyes and asking them just to ease his pain, things like that. Who else wanted one? There was somebody else. Oh, Nelly or Karen. Oh, my mum wants one. All right.
There you go.
My mum wants a cat. My mother wants a cat from Spirit. Okay. I'll open that case upside down.
So we're going at the dead zone, aren't we? The dead zone. I'll need to create that. I'll just create that. The move well. And Gina does.
This one's sticking it. Right, Mummy Bear. This is only one you, and you have a unique place in this universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think. That one's the same as that one. This cares for a lot of you tonight again. Challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall to your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know what your purpose is, yours alone, and no one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. There you go.
That's a good one, that. That's a really good one.
Funny how there's a couple of them turned up, isn't it, again? It does it all the time. It's just because there's a couple of people need to hear the same message. Not unless you want me to start keeping that card out of the deck if I've read it. I could do that, but I wouldn't feel that was authentic if I did that. I would rather just keep putting them back in the deck and keep them shuffling.
You're better with a full deck.
Aye. It just shows, but because it happens a lot, it's as if, right, well, you need to hear that message too. You know what I mean? Is there anything else going on?
Just creating that dead zone thing. They've been doing it in the morning.
Just let me know if there was MD I missed that wanted one.
You do know I'm talking to people, don't you?
Ooh, I'm actually going to get a new deck, guys. Dobby, the ones that you want. Is it a Wolf ones or something? The Wolf Oracle or Tara? I'm going to get them next. And you've to be gifted your first set, so I'll gift you them. Right? So don't go buying them because I'll get them and I'll bring them down in October. Okay? Because I heard that you have to gift somebody Tara cards. So I'll get a deck for myself and a deck for you. What? Well,
is that true?
A lot of people believe it, but that's alright.
Right. That's the dead zone created for tomorrow night at 9:30.
Okay, troops.
I'll be there.
I'll be chat to you.
Let's see who's all in the Hatchy. Does anyone want to call Jack Russell? Shrimp Shack. I never knew they did a film about him.
What they call a Jack Russell cross. Oh, I thought somebody was going to wear Jack Russell there because I know somebody that wants one.
Helen, Nellie Brown, me, Oracles and Beyond. Oh,
you want one else? I thought you were asking for my mum. Right, a quick one for Nellie. That's right.
Some kitty.
What do you want?
What? I'll end this in about 10 minutes, something like that.
I forgot Nellie's moving into her own house tomorrow.
So she's moving into her house tomorrow. Ken who I haven't seen for ages, and I'm going to say this on air. Where are you, Alan? I've not heard from him and I've not seen him.
Alan? Well, if you hear from him, tell him to give us all a text message just to say hi.
I've not seen him and I've not heard from him. And Scott and Sarah have not got to meet him yet.
No, we want them to
What,
meet
still to meet the elusive Alan.
Oh, Alan's fun. As long as you've got turnip
Well,
tea cakes,
sorry
they'll
guys.
do anything for him.
You have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill, but first you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at the special place where you feel perfect and happy all the time.
Oh,
It's about establishing a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form and that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present at all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through a living inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul. Check in with spirit. Keep going. Spirit loves you. Life loves you. We love you. There you go, Nelly. You're doing the right thing, missus. Hey guys.
it's been a good night tonight, guys. A good night
Aye,
tonight.
it's been a good night. It's been quick again.
Oh,
Kind of chilled
I hope you're
out,
all
laid
coming to
back
the
night.
dead zone.
Yeah. Yep. Nice and chilled. Well, did you enjoy it in chat? Let us know what you
Did
want
you
us to
enjoy it,
do
guys?
next time. We do it for yours, remember, so let us know what you want.
So get dead zone tomorrow night.
Maybe we can get one of you on next time if you want to pop on as well.
Or even beyond, or Hatchy shows inside your shed.
Yep, definitely.
They're actually on every night of the week now, we know.
Cheer these bloody three buggers up. Look at them. There's a three
Practically,
on Saturday night.
Was that?
Rock it up your bums.
Who?
The three of yous, you're sitting there, it's meant to be. Well, no, I was going to say Friday night
actually
madness,
sitting-
but it's Saturday.
I'm actually sitting
to play that.
holding a cat up. That's what I'm doing. See?
I'm surprised we've held, 6 viewers? I'm all kidding.
We had about 25.
Well, just look at me last night. I was sitting here like this, about sleeping.
You
People
can't
watch
have too
Big
many
Brother
streams.
come on for hours on end.
People in the house watching people in the
Brother, I
house.
don't. Sitting watching people
You-
sleeping and everything, it's
You
crazy.
can live stream too much though. See, last night I was meant to go live last night and I just didn't have it in me. I was worn
Aye.
out because I was in your stream and then I was in Scott's stream and I was just burnt out. I
You
just
feel
couldn't
as
do
if you're
any more lives.
constantly talking, don't you? Mm-hmm.
What's
And
that?
do you
It's
know
not
all
the
those
date
one
that
I didn't-
it's Uncle's balls. Well, if your
Uncle's
uncle's
your
got something wrong with his balls,
Father?
You're just fascinated. I thought your life revolves around your uncle's balls. They're
well, all my
always
uncles are
kind
dead.
of
Boys.
No, it's his uncle's balls, the mint ones. The camel balls are the chewing gum.
It'd be a
Who was
different
it?
story if it was Parma
Who was it?
Violet's balls.
Let us see if
Oh, no, other thing. That is an idea. I've still got. I think I'm actually sitting on mine now because I have to move over to make room for the cat, and I think I've actually definitely sat in my Parma Violets.
So is
Which
MD
is not
else
a
going live
feeling here every
then?
day. You what?
What's that?
Is MD else going live?
That's what I was asking, guys. Is anybody else gone live when I go off? Citizen Z, Oracles and Beyond.
maybe everybody's
Lunar
all
Eclipse.
wiped out.
We're all live, do it.
Oh, there's one there, sticking right up.
Oracles is live
Oracle's
later.
going live later.
All right.
I'll come
Let's
after,
do
and no doubt
Oracle.
you'll all be talking about ham and chocolate and eating.
On Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and to the world. So, to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it the real truth? Is it really true? What else
I'll
can
show
be
you
true?
that.
Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are linked. They're like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the ones we know to be true about you and so tell the one we know to be true about you a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about. So make sure your stories you're proud of. Genuine Loving Fan Club. There you go.
That's
You might
pretty
be
good.
just right. Remember,
There's Citizen Zed, he charges his 20p an hour.
tell people maybe you tell people like a certain thing about yourself, and maybe you're not realising that there's more to you than you keep telling people. Recognise that you're more than just a story.
Well, guys, I'm going to end it now, guys. Echo!
Okay, good night, all.
Good
Thanks for coming
Thanks for
night.
coming, folks. Talk to you soon.
See you all in the live stream, Oracles.
I've got some new videos up. People, will you please watch and leave me a comment, maybe even share and subscribe if you like them.
Sarah's
appreciate
fixing her
the
hair for
comments.
some reason.
Because I've not straightened it and I've just noticed that all my witchy curls have come out.
And by the way, there's no always spirit talk in my videos. I like to mere just vlog the area and tell you the truth of what I get. So what you see is what I get. So, but it's beautiful
Catch you
area.
later.
So,
Bye.
Go.